All the hits play on Z100 in the studio right now. So many people wish they could be in this small little intimate studio hanging out with Selena Gomez.
Hi.
Get right up on that microphone.
I'm right up on the microphone.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
You are making the rounds all around the country. Good Morning America. What show have you not been on?
I don't know.
You might know her from she's been on obviously Wizards of Waverly Place, appearances on Sweet Life, Hannah Montana, and a bunch of movies that they show nonstop. You live on ABC Family. I'm sure you know that.
Right. Well, ABC Family is very good to me.
So the album's out. Naturally's blowing up.
Yeah.
Tell me about the process of recording the album.
Well, I wanted to put out a record a while back when I first started to sign with Hollywood, but I wanted to take my time with it. You know, it's something that I wanted to make sure was right. So I worked on it for a year and a half, getting the songs together, getting my band together, wanting to make sure that I was ready for it. So, and I'm glad I waited because I was able to put a good group of songs together that I felt were right.
So, Selena Gomez and the scene. Did you assemble the scene? Were they handpicked?
Yes, they were.
You handpicked the scene?
I did.
Did you have auditions?
Yes. Oh, my goodness. It was the longest process of my life. It was like 4 rounds and 4 hours of playing the same song over and over again. But it was worth it because I have a great band now.
Did you have people who wanted to be in the band send you gifts and stuff to try to, sway you to, let them in the band?
No, it was none of that. I would have a couple of fans that would come, and they didn't know how to play an instrument.
It's not going to get you in the band.
So that was fun, but that was interesting.
And were people so saddened they weren't in your band? Did they cry? Were there tears?
No,
nothing like that.
No,
wasn't that bad?
No.
No, a year and a half. So you must have recorded. There's 13 tracks on the album.
Yes.
How many did you take out that you didn't like?
I probably went through 100 songs. I mean, there were just so many songs that I went through that I recorded some that didn't make it. You know, just stuff that I was very picky with it. You know, I wanted to make sure that I could relate to it, that my fans could relate to it, that it was empowering. There was just a lot that I wanted to make sure that this record represented.
So will this be like the Disney Vault where all of a sudden we have a part 2 of the album where all these songs, here are songs that weren't included in the first album. Will you ever go back and will there be a time in your life you go back and hear some of those songs and go, you know what? I wasn't ready for that at the time, but now, I did have a camel step on my foot, so we're going to use camel step on foot.
Well, no, I don't know what song that is.
One that you didn't put on the album.
No, but what we're doing is we were going to do a deluxe edition with some of the stuff that didn't make the record, but we figured why not just put it on a second record and just bang that out. So we're actually working on a second record.
Nice, and there you are. How long did you spend just on the cover art and the art on the album?
All of it was, I was thinking about it from being in the studio from day one. So the cover itself is very important to me because it was something that me and my makeup artist came up with the idea of having hearts and making it a rhinestone. And it goes with the title of the album, obviously, Kiss and Tell.
She has a heart. This is why iTunes, sometimes it just won't do it justice, like when you're holding a CD. She's got what looks like bedazzled lips in the shape of a heart on the front of...
It took an hour to put that on my lips, too. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. And then you can't, God forbid you sneeze
no,
or you want to sip of water.
I couldn't laugh. I couldn't smile. It was so hard.
Man.
But it was worth it. It looks cool, I think.
And did you feel sad when it was coming off your face? You're like, okay, I'm just, I feel horrible. All this art, all this whole hour.
Well, I looked so weird. We actually recorded it when I opened my mouth. It was like glue and all this stuff. It was so gross, but it was amazing.
Oh, and then there's the back of the album. It's you, and you're wearing, I think they're leggings.
They're actually really skinny jeans.
Skinny jeans, okay, skinny jeans. And you've got the scene in what looks like a bus shelter. Are they waiting for a bus?
Okay, here's the funny story about that. Is because there are a couple of pictures that my band are included in, but I didn't have my band yet because I was still doing the audition process.
This makes sense.
So what we did is we tried to incorporate having a band around me, but not show faces because we didn't know who they were yet. So.
That made a lot of sense. That's actually really smart thinking.
So it was hard, but for the second record, my band will be much more included, I promise.
I was wondering about that. I'm like, I feel bad for the scene. They're hidden in this bus shelter.
No, they are going to be much more included.
So there's some guy going, I'm on the back of Selena Gomez's album. I'm guy number 3, the one sitting down. That's me.
Oh, I feel bad.
You got into music. I mean, you are named Selena after the late Selena. So there was never any chance. I mean, it's ingrained in your soul, music, right?
From day one, yes. It was definitely, she's a big deal to my family, Selena. And so with that being said, I was raised with her music. I knew who she was from the get-go, and she was a big deal to our family.
So you're never going to work in medical records. There was never a chance you could have any sort of everyday 9-to-5 kind of job.
I doubt that.
It just wasn't going to happen. God forbid someone ever says, you have to do one thing. You got to sing or act. Could you even choose?
I could choose. I would have to say it would be acting because that's where I started. But music has just kind of taken over my life, and I feel like it's just a huge part of me that I don't know what I would do if I didn't have that way of expressing my feelings or whatever it is I'm trying to get out.
Gotcha. When you recorded Naturally, did you know that this would be a song? It's one of those songs you put on repeat, and when it's over, you feel sad that it's over. It's almost like audio crack.
Thank you.
It is, and I've said this about a couple other songs for some other people, but it's audio. You hear it, you're like, it ends, you're like, no, repeat again. And if it's on in the car, if it's on Z100, you can't. You have to just wait. You're at your destination. I'm sorry, we can't leave the car till the song is over because it's just like you get into the song.
Thank you.
And you're recording it. Do you know when you record it, you're like, yeah, this is gonna be like,
Well, actually, it wasn't even supposed to be on the record.
That always happens. Why?
I know. We weren't gonna put it on the record. I wasn't even. Didn't record it originally, and the producers who worked on it are Tim and Antonina, and they are amazing. And they were like, you have to trust me on this. This is going to be they did tell me something I don't know. And they were like, you just record it and feel it. And I was like, okay. So I recorded it one day for fun in the studio with them. And it is awesome. The feeling I get when I sing that song is incredible. And we ended up putting it on the record.
And look what happens.
I know.
And now
I'm
you
so
owe these
lucky.
people the biggest gift basket in the entire world. Seriously.
I do very much. I give them all the credit because this is because of them.
Shrimp, chocolate, whatever you want. The song's a hit. Absolutely. Do you ever find yourself breaking into song randomly?
Of course.
Are they your own songs or other people's songs?
Oh, they're most of the time they're other people's songs. Just whenever everything is a song to me. When you say something, I start relating it to a song.
Is there a certain guilty pleasure song you find yourself singing that you're like embarrassed? If anybody ever heard you sing it, would you be thoroughly embarrassed?
I wouldn't be embarrassed because I love singing and I love just busting into whatever it is. Broadway tunes, anything, I'll start singing it.
Broadway tunes, wow.
Yeah.
Any favorite Broadway show?
I like Wicked. I love Chicago. What else did I see? I actually saw The Little Mermaid here. That was insane.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Huge.
That was great.
Huge.
I loved that one.
How do you do normal people stuff? Because everyone outside the building right now, I don't know how many people we have outside right now. You don't have to whisper. I asked you a question. Michelle's like, there's so many people. I mean, and you're 17. You should be honestly like every other 17-year-old that calls in on the phone and stuff. You should be, oh my God, I'm going to the mall with my friends. I'm seeing a movie. Does it make you sad that like you have to go undercover and do that kind of stuff?
No, I do that. I do all
still
those
do it
things.
all?
Absolutely.
How? Because I just see the people stalk you even on Twitter. I see the people on Twitter. Oh my God, I saw you and I came up to you and then you walked away. I just see what people like. How do you respond to all the tweets? How many tweets do you respond to on an average day?
I don't know how. I don't know how many. I try to like collectively get it and then answer like one big answer for all of them. But my fans are awesome. And it's part of my job. I don't ever get annoyed by meeting a fan. I love meeting my fans. So whenever I go to the movies, it's fine. I'm going to a movie, but I'll stop and sign pictures and autographs or whatever it is.
What do you think famous people in relationships often gravitate to other famous people versus average, everyday, non-famous people?
What do you mean the way?
As far as dating goes, what do you think celebrities are drawn to other celebrities?
I think that it's the factor of understanding the schedule and the lifestyle that you live. And it's all about how you carry yourself with it as well. So I just kind of feel that it's that bond you can have with someone who gets it.
Does it bother you that people are so interested with who you're dating?
Absolutely, because I'm 17. Why would people care? That's what's kind of baffling to me is I'm like, why do you care?
And that when you're seen with this particular person, like it makes headlines and stuff and becomes the front page of a blog just because you're hanging out and you could just be friends or whatever. But We're so fixated on what you're doing and who you're dating that you could have just come up with the most like perfect show or something. You could have done like the best show, the best concert that anyone's ever seen, and it's like, oh, but she left with this person.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly my life right there.
So that would be the one thing. It's like, I appreciate you loving me for my music. I appreciate you loving me for my acting. But it's like when it comes to say, I don't want to put words in your mouth.
You know what though? But my fans care about me. They care about my happiness, and that's what's so amazing is everything that I do is for them. So they don't really care in the end of the day. They just want me to be happy, and I want them to be happy. So that's all that matters.
Selena Gomez, continued success. Thank you so much for rolling up to
Thank
Z100.
you.
We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.